Whoa, what the hell did I just say? My bad. uh, this is Showbiz Entertainment, and I am still your reviewer. And Boys in the Hood, the film directed by John Singleton, which was released in 1991 on July 2nd. This film is about friends growing up in South Central Los Angeles, starring, of course, Icecube making his debut role, and Morris Chestnut also making his debut, and Cuba Gooding Jr., Lawrence Fishburne are on this movie. Nia Long, Angela Bassett. This movie was probably one of the most gripping dramas released. At the time. There wasn't a whole lot of movies like this. This is almost like a geographical drama released on screen. And this movie, John Singleton was the youngest director at the time to release a film and get an Academy Award for best for directorial debut. And he this movie made in the and at least the budget was at least 6.5 million, and the box office in North America it released 57.5 million dollars. And this movie is definitely like a reminder of how our streets are and how it can impact our lives, how it can even destroy our lives if we're if I mean growing up is a struggle. We all know that. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this movie is definitely a 10 out of 10. This movie, Doughboy, of course, growing up, he meets Trey, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., and they become friends, and then his other brother is a football star. He's kind of like he's on the kind of like almost on the right track, and he's gonna go into college, and then of course Ice Cube Doughboy he's kind of misunderstood. He's an everyday just an everyday a person who's involved in gang activity, who's in a gang, and he somehow gets his lifestyle somehow gets caught up in his family, and it ends up we have a I know a lot of you love this scene, and a lot of people make fun of this scene. Okay, Ricky, and of course Ricky dies in the movie, and then uh, at the end of the movie, you kind of get the idea that Trey is gonna wants to befriend Doughboy, and at the end of the movie, and he doesn't really get to do it because you guys know that he dies a week later for retaliation of the guy he took down for taking down his brother. You know, this reminds us of how bad our streets are, how we have to try to clean up our streets, but we don't got to do it by putting people down. We don't got to do it by judging other people. We got to do it by reaching out to people. That's why I'm a part I go to church. I mean, I'm a part of a ministry that cares. That's about a street evangelism, and we need in order to clean up our streets or make a difference in people's lives, we gotta reach out to them. And I mean that's what happens. This is just an example, and in the neighborhood I live in, there's somebody getting killed almost every week. So somebody gets gunned down every week, and you hear the gunshots, you hear the ghetto bird overhead, a lot. So me, as far as I'm concerned, I grew up in bad neighborhoods. I lived in Long Beach and a lot of different parts of California, and I grew up hard, man. I'm not kidding around here, and it's a lot of you a lot of you can relate to this. Okay, a lot of you, like a lot of you a lot of people are in and out of prison or whatnot, or a lot of people were involved in gang violence. No, I was not in prison. I was not exactly involved in gang violence, but yeah, I did my share of garbage. I did my share of dirt growing up, and it made me a better person. And I didn't always sound like this. I didn't always sound like this. Like a college professor. Like a college professor, I don't always sound like this. No, I had a different way of thinking, and this what this movie explores. This movie is is something we all got to look inside of us and look at it and look at the way our lives are and look and try to make a and there's a way to get out of all this stuff. There's a way to get out of gang violence. There's a way of getting out of the hood, and at the same time trying to get our friends out of this kind of lifestyle. And I mean, I know this is a classic movie review, but I wanted to just this is a very real the kid, the events are fictional on this week, but they happen every day. 20 out of something black African Americans are murdered from drive-bys or gang violence. So I wanted to really get down to this. A lot of the actors on here, Icecube, he's gone into bigger and better things, and he's been a part of the legendary, and I'm gonna review that movie, NWA, and he's the guy to me. Ice Cube is like the Nelson Mandela of rap. I mean, are you kidding? I mean, the guy, just because he kind of fizzled out a little bit with the hardcore violent movies now, and he's kind of doing a more movies like what's that movie called? Are we there yet? Okay. Who cares? I mean, I what does it matter? And Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career kind of faded off into oblivion as soon as he did Jerry Maguire, and then Lawrence Fishburne is still going strong after all these years on one of the CSI or cop programs we see on television. And Nia Long still acts, of course, and Angela Bassett also, and Morris Chestnut also. He's going to be coming on a TV drama, and I wanted to just talk about these actors, because this movie is iconic. This movie is legendary. This movie is everything. If you've never been in the hood, you've never been a part of a gang, you've never been, or just a kid trying to grow up and survive in the hood, this is a movie you want to check out. This is reality. This is the real thing. This is not a music video or a fake rap song about somebody pretending to be in gang violence. This is what happens to everyday Latinos and African Americans that grew up in South Central Los Angeles. That's what this, it was filmed in South Central Los Angeles. So you want to get the gripping story. You wanted to get a really good under the microscope kind of look at life in South Central Los Angeles. And so okay, this is Showbiz Entertainment. I have to do your review.